Last game, live odds, sportsbookreview.com. Northwestern against Gonzaga the Zags, 10.5. 135.5 the total. The handicap is simple in this one. What is Northwestern still celebrating, and what do they bring? Because Gonzaga stunk for much of the game against South Dakota State. They didn't play well. Williams-Goss only had 9 points, but they won by 20. Now, a big step up in competition for Northwestern. But again, they finally make the tournament. They win a game. Everyone's going crazy. They're the story of the tournament is what they've been able to do with the crazy finish as well. But they beat a team, and celebration rightfully so. But they just beat a team who had 15 losses and set a record for most losses for an at-large bid. So what is Vandy finishes the season, 19-16?
Yeah, and the other question is, did Northwestern beat Vandy or did Vandy beat themselves? You know what I mean? And the thing about the Vanderbilt matchup for Northwestern, there weren't any real headaches in terms of how do I match up with this guy? How does Chris Collins match up with that guy? Now we're talking about a little bit higher stakes and certainly a little bit tougher competition. Here's head coach Chris Collins after the Vanderbilt win. Quote, "You dream of being in these games. That's why you go in the gym with these guys. That's why you put in the time. I tell these guys all the time, when you dream about these games, you don't dream about losing them. You don't dream about playing scared. You don't dream about being timid. You dream about being great, having confidence, and winning." And that's what they did. But we also saw in the Big Ten tournament, once this team has one big win, the next time out wasn't so pretty. I worry about Northwestern in that regard on Saturday.
Yep, back to the Zags. They shot 39% against the Jackrabbits, took way too many threes, 8 of 30, missed a lot of them, 8 of 18 from the free throw line, had more turnovers and assists. Man, and Goss, so as we talked about, only 4 of 13 shooting. His quote was, "We were able to grind out a tough game, not a pretty game. Feels good when you win a game when you know you didn't play your best," end quote. And then you have Few checking in. "We had to dig deep to show our toughness, to dig through that thing, and we definitely did that. Our defense carried us this entire game," which has had to do a lot this year, more than people realize, end quote. He's right. Everyone talks about Karnowski and Williams-Goss. That's an underrated defense, and they're going to need it in this one Saturday.
Well, the other thing with Gonzaga is that for many years, the Zags were they were the big story in 2000 or something, where they came out of nowhere and made an Elite Eight and had a couple of decent runs and made a Sweet 16. And then, for the better part of a decade plus, they were kind of a disappointment year in, year out. They'd make the tournament every year and they wouldn't do anything. And much of the reason for that, the underlying reason, that they weren't a very good defensive team. And I don't think that Few was a very good defensive coach. And as they continue to recruit top flight talent and say, we're a team that's going to be competing at the highest level of college basketball, not just on the West Coast levels of college basketball, well, he's paid a lot more attention to defense, and it's paid off for this particular squad. When you have a game in which you're under 40% from the floor, okay, you miss 22 three-pointers, you miss 10 free throws, shoot under 50% from the line, you have 8 assists, and you win by 20, there's something to be said for that. And the fact that the quotes coming out of that game, were, "It feels good when you to grind out a win when you know you didn't play your best." Few saying, "Our defense is carrying us." These are positive signs for the Zags moving forward, not negative ones. And I think the fact that they didn't play well on Thursday, well, I don't know that I'd step in front of Gonzaga in this particular match.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.